A brief history of the human race. It is written, in the beginning was the Word. But I think, in the beginning was the tiger. I had a dream where the tiger and I stood side by side and the air was alive with the music of our beating hearts. "This is my tiger," I said. "Isn't she beautiful? Her teeth cut like diamonds, but they shine like stars." Then the tiger purred. The purr became a growl. The growl became a word. The time to dance is now. Hand. Ha, 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 tool. Popping and taking it because the summons the rise of a fire. Word. 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 Mother. Banana. Berry, beetle, grub, yam, sister, uncle, brother, father, cousin, kin, clan, impala, monkey, cheetah, catfish, bow and arrow, hook and line, hunger, death, desire, dance, dream, moon, wind, wolf, enemy, dog, friend. Animal fur, obsidian, seashell, river, lake, ocean, barter boat wheel, sickle dam plow, millet rice maze, water canal. Goat, horse, cattle, cow, priest, king, city wall, prison, slave, wife, road, army, empire, ritual, sacrifice, planet, alphabet, tablet, scroll, number, circle, triangle, star, festival, temple, diamond, gold, paper, money, poetry, war, castle, kingdom, pilgrim, pope, nativity, communion, jihad, hijra, lord and lady, surf and outlaw, carnival, cathedral, catapult, crusade, compass, telescope, sextant, astrolabe, buccaneer, sugar cane, cotton gin, slave trade, printing press, protest, guillotine, barricade. Factory, foundry, Model T, monopoly, gasoline, caffeine, telephone, saxophone, black hole, rock and roll, blue suede, free trade, concrete, Wall Street, picket line, concrete, Wall Street, picket line, contraception, insurrection. Hospital, popsicle, methadone, chromosome, pizzeria, gonorrhea, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, penicillin, television, Auschwitz, crucifix, lipstick, day shift, weblog, gulag, hot dog, Kalishnikov, microchip, paperclip, spaceship, cheese dip, blood, brain, demon, idea, Maud, angel, reason, IKEA, love, anger, grief, absolution, vaccination, air pollution, education, evolution, inspiration, revolution, danger, freedom, building, breeding. Without a we are, there is no I am. The river was a god until we built a dam. So that poem and the other two I'm going to do are from this book, of which there's 2 copies there. Just published by Stairwell Books, called "The River Was a God," title taken from the last poem. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. The next one, though, comes with a story about the guy who, more than any other, was responsible for me becoming a revolutionary communist. Santa Claus. The guy dresses entirely in red, right? In particular, it's about one movie that we used to watch every Christmas, every year when I was a kid. Miracle on 34th Street. And one particular scene in that movie, Santa Claus, the real Santa, has come to New York, and for some reason he's taken a job as Macy's department store Santa. And he's sitting on his throne, I guess you'd call it, and the kids are coming up and sitting on his lap. This was an earlier, more innocent era. They were sitting on his lap and telling him what they wanted for Christmas. And you could see that the next child and her mother, as we think, that the mother wants to talk to Santa before her daughter gets there. And she rushes up and she says, "Listen, I'm not her real mother, I'm her foster mother. Her real mother and father were murdered by the Nazis in Amsterdam. And she just got here. And she doesn't speak a word of English. And I've tried to explain to her that you're not going to understand what she's saying." And she says, No, 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 you don't understand. Santa Claus is for every little boy and girl in the world. And I'm a little girl. So of course he'll understand me. And I don't know what to tell her. Her heart's already been broken once. Now, of course, if this were real life, the guy would say, oh my God, neither do I. Buy her a present here, buy her 3, here's a catalog. But it's not real life, it's a Hollywood movie, and in this movie, it's the real Santa. So he says to the mother, don't worry. And then he turns to the little girl and he says, I don't know what he says because it's in Dutch. And her eyes light up and she runs and jumps on his lap and they sing a song about Sinterklaas. And when I first saw this was a long time ago, as you can tell, when I first saw this, I was about the same age as the little girl. I did not know how the world worked, but I knew how it should work. I knew that whenever you went on a journey, no matter how long and hard, especially if it was long and hard, the first words you should hear when you get there were, welcome home. So I've been trying to write a song or a poem about this pretty much all my life, ever since I was a little kid. And a couple of years I finally succeeded, or at least came as close as I'm probably ever going to get. It's called Crazy Santas Occupy the World. Imagine you were this cool old guy who loved children, truly and deeply. Loved every beat of the way they stiff little tick-tock walk and the monkey talk and the roar or the buzz or the whisper or the butterfly why of honey and wonder and thirsty hunger. They give you their hand with everything in it, and your heart lurches into, give me a place to stand and I will move the universe, squeeze it down into the perfect toy to light the smile inside your eye. Would give you anything. Imagine this, multiplied by every newborn smile in a heartbreak world. If you could be Santa for every boy and girl. Imagine a magic workshop powered by twinkle of the eye drive, quantum indecision, and reindeer jive. Every elf in all 11 dimensions drugged and demented, but working with manic precision. A just in the nick of time engine, that's why they call you Saint Nick. And in the back of the sleigh, a bag big enough to carry its weight and wishes. This is it. The delicious, impossible minute when every child on the planet is given the one perfect gift that says, this is your world, and you belong in it. Imagine you could do this one wonderful thing, but for the rest of the year, that was all you could do. And the toys would go out and be used up and worn out and broken, and that was good, the way it should be. That was why you would build them. Toys were made to be broken, not children. But in the war-torn days of the in-between year, the names would change, but it was always King Herod's reign. And the soldiers would go from door to door with bloody swords while you all worked on through tears and horror, knowing you could never make it right, no matter how magical that one perfect night. What would you do? Would you go on working when you could only give the one magic minute? Better than nothing, and who could argue with arithmetic? Or would you go crazy with the weight of anger and grief? Would you feel responsible? Would you feel like a thief living a life so sweet, full of hard work done well, when so many children are living in hell? Some people can't ever get enough. Give them a minute and they want eternity. The kind who can never be happy with even a scrap of cruelty. They go crazy at the thought of one child dying a needless death. They can't rest. They've got to be moving, doing, making more than a difference, making everything different. These are the crazy Santas who never give up. Crazy Santas, mad with love. Crazy Santas get up at the crack of dawn, work boots on, march out onto the field, into the street, get beat, fight back, get shot at, don't stop, live life hot-wired. Crazy Santas are dangerous. But it's a dangerous world. Some people can't help fighting back whenever they see the weak attacked. They live like champions in the army that never had a chance. Some of them pick up a gun. Some of them live like saints. All of them are powered by love. All of them make mistakes. Some say we need more magic minutes. That's the best we can do. But I believe we need to reach out for eternity. We need to be crazy Santas who never give up. Crazy Santas, mad with love. Thank you. So this poem, you might recognize the title. It's named after and inspired by a book by the great revolutionary Lenin. And it's called What Is to Be Done. The revolution will not come until it has pierced your heart. Until every cruelty and injustice, no matter who it is done to, feels as if it were done to you. Until you are naked, open wide, wounded by every homeless cry, a mother to every hungry child, a native son to every tribe, stranded on the forest flame, swallowing smoke and tears of rage, running from the thunder of a helicopter gun. The revolution will not come. Until your back aches and the sun bakes you and the pain breaks you, until every minute of your life hurts and the ripe fruit falls down into the dirt because your fingers and your bones and your brain are numb. The revolution will not come. Until every cop car is looking for you, for what you are, not what you do. And you stand on the earth branded by the wrong accent, the wrong color skin, the wrong sexuality, the wrong mother tongue. Too fat, too thin, too old, too young. The revolution will not come. Until you walk the street bearing unwanted seed, condemned to breed by men who call you girl and think they bloody own the world. Until you stare up into the hate-filled face of a rapist, when you can smell his breath, taste the rancid kiss, when your stomach twists in anger and disgust, when you can feel all this as if it were done to you. It's not enough, because the revolution will not come until it has made you wise. So what if you hate injustice? So what if you're willing to die to make a change? It's not enough to be brave, not even enough to love unless love leads to wisdom when push comes to shove. So you learn to read books and faces. You study what gender and race is. You look at science and the economy at every class and group in society. You study the past, but you don't live in it. You don't worship it. You don't pick through the rubble for a lost God to believe in. You read history not with a branding iron, but a blowtorch. You were not a king. You were not a priest. You were not singing in the bloody choir. You were the fire that burns through history. Your genealogy is written in the ashes of burnt-out villages, crucified slaves, weavers chained to their looms, heretics burned at the stake, screaming out the truth. How many thousands of years of fighting each other over the never enough, one class after another rising to the top and beating back down everyone else with laws and religion and bullets when you don't listen. How many thousands of years of system after system and always the same fundamental division. You work, they rule. But you are more than just a talking tool. Let the revolution be your school. Study the connections, and you begin to see the chains of slavery are chains of power too. They connect you to an army of the dispossessed. And it's an army you will need, because the revolution will not come until it has made you strong. Power is a good thing. Try living without it. But without a doubt, it divides into two. The power to win is the power to lose. Power is nothing but the power to choose. It's only as good as how you use it. But never forget, you are not begging for mercy. You are fighting for power. How will you break free of the ingrained habits of a lifetime? How will you gain control of your own minds? How will you bring it together to set off a chain reaction? And if you win, how will you fight off the armies that come to crush you? And if you win, how will you feed the world? And if you win, how will you free the world? Be leaders who know how to be led. Be teachers who know how to be taught. Revolution is a war that has to be fought. They got the guns and the weapons of mass communication. You got the power to the people that comes with organization. You got the power to the people, but you better believe they hate it. If you give them a chance, they'll break it. You know it's only as good as you make it. You got the power to the people. Are you ready to take it?